I'll put it in my pocket when I sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, there's no pain. Or if I put it on the nightstand, I just have a little bit of pain. And then I'll quickly put it in my pocket when I wake up. And then I'd say within 10 or 15 minutes, that pain goes away.
Hey, Donna, thank you so much for spending time with me today.
You are welcome.
I'm looking forward to our chat and getting to know you.
I am too.
So can you tell us a little bit about your health history and what brought you here to QHS?
Well, I'm going to be 72 next month.
Woo, you look good, girl.
I know. I feel blessed in that aspect. Yes, I will be 72 on May 18th. Now, prior to coming to QHS, a lot of the health issues I had were resolved in this sense. I used to be an athlete. Now I have 2 total knee replacements. I've had like a parathyroid removed. I had a gastric bypass because I had problems losing weight. So I didn't come with like a huge amount of major health issues like some people. The biggest one, and the one that concerned me the most, is that I had cysts on my pancreas that were growing. And
Ooh,
that's the one that I was most concerned about. And that was my biggest motivation for coming
wow.
to QHS. Yes.
Like,
And
could you feel
they were
them?
no, they were discovered by accident. This is about 7 years ago. I had this really sharp pain in my one side lower abdomen, and I thought, oh God, ovarian, uterus. So I went to the doctor and they did a CT scan, and they found all these little issues, but they found the cysts on the pancreas and just a little spots in my lung and just this big litany of these issues. And it's like, oh my God, I'm going to die like in a week. I walked out of there and I thought, oh my God, that was like 7 years ago. So I followed up on everything. And I've had MRIs. I had been at a place where I had to have an MRI every 6 months
No
until I
way.
until I started using the device. I just had one last month, and then the one I had before was like 7 months ago, and the last two, the cysts stopped growing. They were getting to a dangerous level where I might have to have like part of my pancreas removed, and that would have been really hard because I had a bypass and everything's already rearranged, and that would have been really hard for them to do it. So they have the last 2 scans, MRIs, they did not grow, and every organ, internal organ that showed up on the MRI is good. There's nothing wrong with any of them.
Oh, that's nice. So they were progressing, and now then you got the device and then the progression stopped. Is that what I heard you say?
Yes, exactly. And I have been doing MRIs for the last 6 years. It
Wow.
started out once a year, and then the last, I'd say, 2 or 3 years, it was every 6 months because they were getting to a dangerous size. So, yes,
Well,
they're at a
that's good.
standstill right now.
Good. Maybe then they'll start going backwards. That's what we
That's
want.
that's my hope. That's my hope. But other issues, just things like lower back pain, different things like that. I always had a good amount of energy. Not having energy was never really an issue for me because that's just the way I am. I'm a very energized person, but it has helped with pain. I noticed that right away.
Where
I
did
and
you have pain?
mostly my lower back.
Okay. And
I
then
would
what
wake up
happened?
when I started using the device. Like I use it if I have pockets in my jammies. I'll put it in my pocket when I sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, there's no pain. Or if I put it on the nightstand, I just have a little bit of pain. And then I'll quickly put it in my pocket when I wake up. And then I'd say within 10 or 15 minutes, that pain goes away. So pain was an issue. I'm trying to think of what else. Sleeping. I also have sleep apnea. and I use a CPAP machine. I haven't been using the CPAP machine for the last month or two, and I sleep really deeply. That's new for me because with sleep apnea, I was waking up all the time. But I get it. I
Wow.
have a deeper sleep, so that has made a difference. And I have regular blood tests because of my age. I have them every year, and you have to keep track of iron and vitamins because I've had a gastric bypass. So my last blood test, my glucose level was the lowest it's ever been. So,
Nice. Well,
yeah.
somebody said their diabetes was gone, and one of the guys I interviewed. So that makes sense to me that if your blood glucose is lower, did you change your diet or something?
No, in fact, right before that, I hit a bunch of candy. So it was like, I
Ah,
thought, oh,
Donna.
I know. I thought, oh, I love peanut butter cups. That was like peanut butter and chocolate, food of the gods, food of
I
the
agree.
gods.
I agree.
And so I had some, and I thought, oh, this is not going to be good. This blood test not going to be good. And I was surprised. Yes.
Had you had higher blood sugar in the past, or is that not a problem?
It was higher before I had the gastric bypass, and type 2 diabetes is in my family.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that was an issue to watch, but that's not an issue now. The ACI or AC1 is normal.
Yeah, your
Blood
A1C.
pressure is excellent. Everything's excellent.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good. I'll
Yeah.
give you my recipe. I have a recipe for really healthy chocolate peanut butter cups.
Okay.
I was able to get my dad to even eat them, and he doesn't like healthy stuff, or he didn't. So, but they're really good. And so then that way you're not eating something that's going to spike your blood sugar, but that gives you that same pleasure.
Well, that sounds good to me. Yes.
Cool. So far, so good. Things sound pretty good that, you're feeling
Mhm.
good benefits. And then at the end of the month, we get the opportunity to go into the Q arc and taking all those years of life and experience and knowledge and wisdom and applying them to our new life that we get to create, our do-over. What excites you about that? What are you going to do with your life?
Well, I think what excites me is that I get to go back to doing a lot of the things I have done in the past because I'm an athlete. I was an athlete. And I have a bike now. I got a new bicycle and I golf. So I would really love to be able to have a younger body so that I could be more active athletically. I can't jump. I've had 2 knee replacements. I mean, my sport was basketball. I can't do that. There's some things you can't do with knee replacements. I'm not going to be jumping around and doing jumping jacks. There's a lot of things you can't do. So I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to, yeah, to
but
to
you
being
will be
able.
able to, right? I mean, isn't that
Yes,
what I've heard?
supposedly I call it atomization, will remove everything that is not perfect. And so supposedly the knee replacements are supposed to dissolve,
Right.
and
And be replaced with natural tissue, right?
yes, and now have a net. I'm hoping for a quick metabolism, so
Well, a
that
30-year-old's metabolism is faster than a 70-year-old. So I think there's a
I
good chance with that.
I'm hoping for that, the metabolism will normalize and just be able to go out there and I want to help people. I want to say, hey, you can do this too. I want to be able to help people. I love animals. I want to be able to run in the yard with my pets. We have 5 dogs, and play with them. There's just some things I can't do. I can't run up a hill. I can't run down a hill, because of the knee replacement. You have to be careful. So I would really love to be able to play with them and wrestle with them and not have my skin scratched and torn open because your skin's thin, and that's happened.
Yeah, that's actually something I'm looking forward to is my skin tightening up and getting thicker.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
so,
it's been tough with that because I bump into a door and there's a bruise.
mm,
Oh, I have to tell you this too. Poison
yeah.
ivy. I used the device with poison ivy, and it cleared it up really quick. I've had
Wow.
problems with poison ivy on my, it really got bad on my arms, and the device helps clear that up faster than normal too. Yes.
Well, that's fun. It's almost like it clears up everything. I mean, the stories I've been hearing from y'all, it's like a wonder.
And each person responds to it individually. You don't know how it's going to react with you.
Mhm.
So that might work with me, but someone else with poison ivy, I don't know what result that would have. But I
Right.
mow the grass too. I walk a walking mower. We have an acre, and I use a riding mower, and there's poison ivy on the boundary. So, you
That
know,
doesn't sound fun. And plus the dogs might get into it too, right? And then you
well, we
pet
don't want
them
that to
and
happen. Oh, we had one that got sprayed by a skunk a couple years ago. So, oh, that was bad. That was bad.
oh, thank God that's
Yeah.
never happened because we get skunks out here sometimes.
Yes.
And
Oh, you don't want that to happen.
oh yeah, that does not
Oh,
sound fun.
and it's helping the animals too.
Tell me about that. I have a dog who's 13 and a half, a lab, and he walks very gingerly, has a hard time standing up. I am so looking forward. Just now, I was charging my device and I left it by him because he needs it more than I do. And tell me about the animals.
Well, we have a dog. Her name's Binky. She's 15. We got her from my brother when he was 10 because he couldn't take care of her anymore. And she has severe allergies to all protein. She can't eat chicken, duck, beef, peanut butter, cheese. She breaks out in this really, really bad yeast infection, like in her ears, on her
Wow.
paws, in her skin. She's had to take medication. She's on a special diet. I've had to give her medicated baths, even with the special diet and medication, like once a week. So when she sleeps, and she does that a lot because she's 15, I put the device next to her, and the itching has decreased by 95%. She has not had a yeast infection. I can give her milk bone biscuits, which I've never been able to give her. And I don't do medicated baths with her anymore. It's like,
Wow.
I know. Yes. I'm thrilled with that
So do
because
you
it
have
was
an
a,
extra device or does she use yours?
well, we have extra ones. I have a spouse and we both have two each.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I would rather use them for her at this point than me. I'd like her to be able to. And then we have another dog who has kidney issues. She's on a
Mm.
special diet too, and I put it next to her too, so I'll be able to see. She has to go to the vet twice a week for fluids. So at the end of April, I want to do a blood test to see what the kidney values are. I put the device next to her too. You never know.
Oh, that's
You never know.
right.
Yeah,
That's a good idea. I think I need to get a second one so that I can put it next to my dogs all the time, just alternate between the
yeah,
two dogs. So
yeah.
that's cool. Well, once we get the home device, supposedly in a few weeks,
Oh,
then
I'm
that
looking forward to that.
girl, me too.
I want to see how everybody's going to respond to that, especially the animals. Because, like I said, we have 5 dogs and 4 cats.
Oh, wow. You're loaded.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
with you. I want to see it more for my dogs than myself. So I just want them to be healthy and live for a lot longer.
Me too. Me too. Me too. So,
That is
yes.
awesome. So let's talk more about moving forward in the future. So you
Hmm.
want to do athletics again. What else? What are you excited about with this do-over? Is there anything you're going to do different than you did in the past?
Well, I think I definitely have to choose my lifestyle. I think has to change because my lifestyle got me into where I am, as far as I'm concerned. Like having a hard time with being overweight. I think I have to be healthier. Think I have to live a healthier life to maintain whatever the outcome is from going through the Q arc. I
Hmm.
just can't do it and then go have, 3 pieces of peanut butter pie afterwards. I would sabotage my progress. So I think I have to live healthier. Definitely
Okay.
exercise, eat healthier, be better with my body, take care of my teeth better. I got to
Mm.
put the effort out in it, or, the effort into it, or this, I'm going to go do the same thing.
That would be a good thing that we should have, is just like offering like advice or wisdom to teach people different things. Like for your teeth, one of the things that I do often when I take a shower is swish coconut oil in my mouth. It's called
Oh,
oil
that's a good
pulling.
idea. Yes, I know about that. Yes.
Yeah, so it takes
Yeah.
it gets all the bacteria from the nooks and crannies in your mouth, and you know, you can just spit it out. I don't recommend spit it in the sink because it will solidify, but spit it out in the toilet or a garbage can, and then your teeth or your mouth has less bacteria.
Yes, I've heard about oil pulling. I have not tried it, but I am aware of it. Yes. Yep.
So that would be helpful, Miss Senior Admin. Hint, hint.
Oh, I hear you. I
No
hear you.
pressure.
Yeah, really. But that's a good idea to do it in the shower. I was trying to think of how am I going to do that? It's a good idea,
Yeah,
actually.
because you can't talk to anybody in the shower anyway, so it's no big
Right.
deal.
Right. Yes. Yes.
So,
You can see I have a cap because I was playing with a dog and a bone hit my mouth and broke a tooth. Oh yeah.
ah,
Yeah.
well, that's going to be
Yeah.
replaced, right, by the Q arc.
Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to having all white teeth too.
I
Yeah.
know, me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That's, and then will you stay with QHS? Is there a role you want to play?
I am hoping, so I'm hoping to partner with Love One Society and do the revenue sharing with members from QHS, and I also want to provide the home healing devices for every vet, every animal rescue, and every animal sanctuary
Do you want to hear something
worldwide.
really cool? So
Go ahead.
Ron told me that he wants to put a button on the RSS platform so that every beneficiary can get a device.
Oh wow! Okay, yes, yes, that's
So
awesome.
that will happen. That way more people will have exposure to it, and it's a way for him to be the boots on the ground. Cynthia's really
Exactly.
about more many hands make light work, all these humanitarians learning so that they can
Mm-hmm.
incorporate this in their projects.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
that's exciting.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, my
Yeah.
darling, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I love seeing you in our team meetings because you are just funny sitting back in your chair and you have good
I'm
comments.
I'm in it now.
I see you. And I love how you have always something fun to say.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You're
All
a
right.
delight.
Thank you, Tracy.